Hello VC, it's John back with another video. Last week I posted a video and it went well, and I got a lot of good responses from LJ and Scott and others, and I'm happy to be doing this. This is really exciting, and I'm going to do more in the future, but for now I'm just going to show just random records that I've bought in the last few months, last year and stuff. So it's pretty random. It's mostly rock music, rock and metal. So I'm going to show you what I'm just going to show you guys what I have. Sorry, a little nervous. And like I said, it's a variety of stuff: old stuff, new stuff, old new stuff, new old stuff. So first one I'm going to show is a band from the 70s. I think this is just their only album. I have to look it up. I'm sure they had a couple more, but this is a band called Ace from 1974. They're famous for the song "How Long Is This Been Going On." I just bought this, like my singing abilities. I bought this at the local used record shop. It's a small chain called Everyday Music. There's about 5 of them in the area. And they're having a sale, and all used records were like 25% off. So I got this for like a quarter. So I just bought it just for the heck of it. And here's the inner sleeve. It's an original pressing. It's on Anchor Records. So there's the inner sleeve. There's that. Then the actual vinyl is a cool label. So there's that. And moving on a little bit. Everybody knows this band. I think I got a little bit out of order here. That's okay. I found this at a Goodwill. It's kind of not very good condition at all, but it's Angel. These guys were good, man. Hell of a Band, that's the name of the record. It's on Casablanca. The yellow label. Look, upside down. There we go. It's in pretty good condition. I look at these records before I buy them, of course. And yeah. The year for this is 1976. I remember when I was a kid going into the local department store, and they had a little record section, and I saw these guys. I saw this album, one of their albums, and I was like, wow, who are these guys? So back then, back in the day, mid to late 70s, I was a big Kiss fan. So I already showed this last week. This is Annihilator, Suicide Society. I'm going in alphabetical order. Suicide Society. Great. I got better light today because I'm doing this during the day instead of at night like last week. And this one is on blue vinyl. Kind of a blue marble vinyl. There's a little marble thing right here. So I'm holding that upside down. There we go. I'm not, like some VC people say, I'm not too picky about, blue vinyl or black vinyl. It doesn't matter to me. If it's cheaper, price-wise, I'll buy black vinyl. I hope my cat doesn't, he's laying right here. I hope he doesn't mess up my albums. I gotta put him away. I don't want big cat scratches on them. This was a good find. It's $10. And another question I have for you guys: let me know if I'm getting good deals here or not. This is for $10. It's Armored Saint, Saints Will Conquer. It's a live album. I still have a sticker on it. I want to remove it, but I don't want to damage the record. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to do that, I'd appreciate it. It's on Metal Blade Records from 1988. There's the back. I love Armored Saint, man. They were so cool. They are so cool. Still around. There's a inner sleeve or whatever. And some Metal Blade records. Well, you know what it looks like. There we go. I hope the music in the background isn't too loud. I'm just listening to regular local radio. Just for a little music in the background. I think this is a Canadian band. I think some people have mentioned before this is a Canadian band. But it's Axe. Their Rock and Roll Party in the Streets, that song. Cool song. So, done Atco Records. There's the label. I'm gonna try to go these kind of fast. I don't want my phone to run out of space. Everybody knows what this is. It's Asia. I love this album. I love, especially this first album. I love that artwork. That's another reason why I buy records, is for the artwork. Everybody knows what this looks like, what the inner sleeve looks like. So, that's cool. And Greeno has shown this band before. They're from Milwaukee. I haven't listened to this yet, but the band called Bad Boy. I love these local bands that, you know, I never heard of them until Greeno showed them. So it's on the Universal Artist, I guess. That's pretty cool. It says the band that made Milwaukee famous. The band that Milwaukee made famous. Sorry. Here we go. Kind of, I gotta clean them, but and I think there's an inner sleeve. Yeah, it's just an inner sleeve with you know, a bunch of other artists on it. I'm just gonna show like 20 records here. Here's another band. I believe these guys, 1984. I think there's a new wave of British heavy metal band. It was only $3.60 on Bronze Records. I always get good deals at that record store chain, Everyday Music. Some cool with Angel Witch. This album cover scared the heck out of me when I first saw it. So, a bunch of Motorhead on the other side. R.I.P. Lemmy. Well, let me see what the album is. That's on Bronze Records. Let me sit up a little bit here. Found this at a Goodwill. I think for $3. It's Creedence Clearwater Revival. I believe their first album. My cat's walking in front of the phone, or behind the phone. 1966, I think. Got it for $5 at Goodwill. So, I always like Creedence. They're good songs. This is a good find, I think, for $3.60. Demon, The Plague. I hate this big banner across here, man. I wish I can remove it. But oh well, that's okay. This is from 1983. On the Atlantic label. Let's see. Dixie Dregs. These guys are pretty good. And Steve Morse on guitar here. He's a good guitarist. Excuse me, I just ate breakfast and I'm burping. Capricorn Records, Dixie Dregs. I kind of heard of them before because Jordan Rudess from Dream Theater played with these guys, I guess, for a little while. That's how I heard of them. Here's another Dixie Dregs. Kind of a creepy album cover. And this was not $1.49. I think I found this at Goodwill. Both these Dixie Dregs, I found them at Goodwill. And this is from 1980. Dregs of the Earth. And let me see here. This is on Arista Records. I don't need to show the label. This is a pretty good find. Only $3.60. It's a reissue. Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Brain Salad Surgery. I love the H.R. Geiger cover. And I found out from my brother this is a reissue. So he's a huge progressive rock fan. So you got the inner sleeve, lyrics. Cool label. And this is a poster. Nice poster inside of it. So it was a good find. I actually found another copy of this, but it was in worse shape. The album cover was in pretty bad shape, but the record was good. And this one that I got, the cover was good, but the record wasn't so good, so I switched them. In store. So I showed this last week, Faith No More, Angel Dust. This is a vinyl issue. I love Faith No More, man. Yeah. So unique. I don't need to show the whole thing, but here's the inner sleeve. Or the inner cover. It's a cool issue. It's really glossy. 180 gram vinyl. So I'll just show this real quick. There we go. See? That's cool, man. I like that label, custom label. It's on black vinyl. Now this band, I've been into this band for quite a long time. I'm not so much into them anymore. Kind of lost interest after 1993 or 94 is when I started to kind of lose interest. But I've been gaining interest back in this band recently. And it's Fishbone. I saw them live once, like in 1994, on it's the name of the album, Give a Monkey a Brain and He'll Swear He's the Center of the Universe. That's the name of the album. That's a good album. Wish I can find that on vinyl. I don't know if it's even on vinyl, but I have it on CD. This is a good album. This is their second album. These guys are totally unique. They're from South Central LA. And play a good mix of ska and punk and metal. And my favorite song from them is a song called Sunless Saturday. So if you ever go on YouTube and check out that song, the video's kind of corny, but it's a great song. It's one of my favorite songs from them. Probably my favorite song. I just said that. So they went through a lot of lineup changes. That's when I kind of lost interest, when they started going through all the lineup changes. I got 13 minutes on the clock here. So everybody knows this album. I happened to find a pretty good copy while I got live. Usually all this stuff is all tore up, all these corners and stuff, and in good condition. I gotta put it in one of the sleeve album protectors. So yeah, everybody knows what this looks like. So that's good. Progressive rock from the early 70s. I only got this for, looks like $3.60. Genesis, The Wind and the Wuthering. Old Genesis. There's a really good documentary about Genesis. Really good. Recently came out a couple years ago. So it has the lyrics. This is an original pressing, I think. 1976. I believe this was... Yeah, I think this is the first album after Peter Gabriel left. Can't think. But this is on Attico Records. I'm a big progressive rock fan nowadays, and progressive metal and progressive rock. and I'm kind of exploring the old days, the old, progressive rock stuff. I saw this band, excuse me, in October. It was a really good show, and I know some of you guys like them, some of you don't. They're one of those bands either you hate or love or hate or whatever. And sorry, I was looking at some. It's Ghost from Sweden. This is a really good album. Their second album was kind of disappointing. Their first album was really good too. But they were great in concert. So there's the inner sleeve. It's on black vinyl. And there's a little lyric sheet or a little booklet in here. It's really nice. They did a good job. So I don't need to show the whole thing, but there they are. I really like their music. They're really different stylistically. 70s prog / metal. Some people say they sound like Blue Oyster Cult, but I don't get that, so that's okay. Here's one, Ian Gillan Band. I showed an album from Gillan last week, and I don't think I have it here. Nope. But this is the Ian Gillan Band. Scarabass, I guess. Scarabass. It's $8. So again, let me know if I'm getting good deals or not, because I don't want to be like ripped off. And I don't think Everyday Music is very good about giving you discounts or anything. I never tried, but maybe one of these days I'll try. I'll buy like 10 records, give me one for free or something like that. But this was $8. It's in good condition. I gotta clean it yet. Found this at an antique store. It's kind of funny. But Glass Tiger, I believe these guys are Canadian. Anyway, let me know. I'm trying to hurry this along. So this is in really good condition. It had it wasn't sealed, but it still had the shrink wrap on it. And this is on Manhattan Records. Yep, Manhattan Records. There's the label. Cool label, man. So just a few more here. This is GTR with Steve Howe, Steve Hackett, Max Bacon, Phil Spalding, and Jonathan Mover. Yeah, this is a good album. I've heard it a few times. So here's an interesting band. I think these guys are from New York, I think. I don't know. But it's from 1978. The Gods. I like that album cover. It's really cool. Here's the back. Millennium Records, Casablanca. I guess Millennium's maybe a subsidiary of Casablanca, or was a subsidiary. Let's see what the actual label says here. Millennium Records. There we go. It's a cool name for a band, The Gods. And last but not least is this band from Australia. I don't have their first album yet, but this is a good album. I listened to it. Heaven. The lead singer recently passed away. This guy. They're a cool band. They just look cool. Yeah. Don't mess with us, man. You could get butt. So, good band. So, that's all I have for now. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and pass this video on to other VC members if you want to. I look forward to making more. I have a few more albums to show. I have about a total like 100 albums right now, so I'm doing okay. And I have a lot of CDs to show. I'll show those later in a few weeks. And then I have a few cassettes I'm going to show. So anyway, rock on. And see you next time. Bye.